Nicola Sturgeon and the SNP have been brutally torn apart by arch-rival George Galloway after a bombshell new poll revealed support for Scottish independence has plummeted. Scotland's First Minister has continued to push for a second referendum on independence, but Boris Johnson has insisted the result from the vote in 2014 by 55% to 45% to remain part of the UK must be honoured. This has not deterred Ms. Sturgeon, who wants to hold a second vote on the matter if the SNP is able to secure a majority in the Scottish elections on May 6. But in a huge hammer blow, a new poll undertaken by Savanta.com.res for the Scotsman, which interviewed 1,002 adults aged 16 or over online from February 4 to 9, has suggested support for another vote is quickly slipping away. The most poll found support for independence has dropped below 50% when those who voted don't know are included for the first time since December. Those voting yes in the event of a second referendum drops to just 47%, with 42% voting no and 10% undecided. When the don't knows are excluded, support for independence in a second referendum is down 4 points from the last Savanta.com.res poll in January to 53%. George Galloway, who last week signalled his intent after his All for Unity party was registered with the Electoral Commission, has torn apart the SNP, claiming the new poll shows the party is back to where it was when defeated in the independence referendum of 2014. The veteran MP told Express.co.uk, "The tide is turning on independence. This is the fourth consecutive fall, but the biggest fall in support for independence. If you include don't knows, that support is at 47% and that will soon slip to 45%, which is what the SNP got in the independence referendum in 2014. Mr. Galloway added, all this huffing and puffing has got them nowhere. 6 years ago in the referendum, the don't knows broke by a 9-1 margin in favour of remaining in the UK. If you add the vast majority of the don't knows, which were 10%, to our result, then you get more or less the result you got in 2014. The new poll also revealed widening divisions in the SNP could be attributed to this fall in support for independence, with significantly more Scots now believing the ruling party is more fractured than ever as the crucial Scottish elections approach. Just 42% believe the SNP are united, down by 8 points against the survey from January and 5 points below December's figures.